Good evening, YouTube. What's going on, guys? We are back with another game review, and this time I have some questions for you. Have you ever wanted to play a video game with a really fun concept and a really basic story and combat that's just fun but really way too easy, but it also has a kick-ass soundtrack, and at the same time it has characters that are so flat and boring it makes frat boys seem complex and deep? Yeah, well, me neither. I did it anyway, though, so let's talk about Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon's Roar. Back in October, I saw a video for a game that used cards to tell a story, and even had a game master in the same way that Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder had. Thought to myself, this could be a really interesting concept, and I kind of want to check this out. Sad to say, that was the only interesting part about this game. Once you get past the fun storytelling method, this game has about as much flavor as a white family's Thanksgiving. The whole concept of the game is to tell a story with cards, and I don't have a problem with that. Everything was on cards. NPCs were on cards, player characters were on cards, environment was made of cards, your skills and ability, card, your items, card. Everything was cards, which is fine. The game was pretty interesting for that concept alone. The problem is the story itself got really basic. You're literally going to slay a dragon. That's the entire concept. To get money. It's not very creative and it's really boring. Starting with the high points, and that won't take very long, the music for this game is on point. But to be honest, I kind of expect that with every Square Enix title. It's to a point where now when Square Enix drops a game with a bad soundtrack to it, I know for a fact the world is coming to an end. The combat is fun and has some good strategy potential, but outside of the last battle, you don't need strategy. Honestly, my nephews who only play Fortnite and Madden and who have never played a strategy game before in their lives could take this game on with literally no issue. And that's saying something. No, I don't want every game I play to be a Soulsborne experience, but I still want to struggle during some of the gameplay. I was a bit harsh earlier when I said that the characters make frat boys seem complex and deep. That wasn't fair to the frat boys of the world. Hell, half the characters don't even talk once they join your team. I've seen more character development in a children's show. I've seen better characters in a children's play, and I worked in theater for 5 years. Remember earlier when I said that the story of the game was you're building up a team to go slay a dragon? Yeah, I wasn't kidding about that. That's literally the story of the game. You know, the same story that you tell your kids when you're putting them off to bed. And the knight went to go slay the dragon to save the princess. Yeah, that exact same story, except without the princess. That's the only difference here. Honestly, if you told me the story was written from someone in the Midwest, I would believe it, because everything about this story is mid. The hook at the beginning of the game? Mid. The true ending? Mid. The big climactic twist? Mid. Was the game bad? No, not really. Do I regret paying $30 for it? Yes. Yes, I do. If you like JRPGs and you don't care about the story all that much and you don't want a challenge, maybe you're willing to pay $30. Then this is the game for you. Go ahead and buy it. But I won't do it again, which is why I'm not buying the new Voice of Cards title that they just released. Well, that is my first short-tempered review. I wanted to be short and angry, and I think I hit that kind of on the head. If you're still here, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and don't forget to join our Discord channel if you want to hang out and chat with us. It's called The Unbearable Squad, and the links are all down in the description below. If you want to support the channel, you can go to our Ko-Fi page and donate any amount. They will all go to new equipment and new video games for us to review. And if you have any other games that you want us to review or look over or even play for the first time, drop a comment down in the description down below. It can be a new game, it can be an old game. Just want to know what you guys want to see us review. Give us your thoughts, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Peace!